12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment, a righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more. So thirsty.
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Oh, God. Mary. No. These patrols are after me. No, don't shoot. This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here. This can't be happening. Over there! No, please, stop! I mean you no harm. What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about? Shit, where'd it go? Now, I can defend myself.
Kill that thing! Over there!
Who are you? Stay back!
Don't let it out of your
Sorry, but you left me no choice. Who are you? Stupid beast!
Let's see how it likes a bit of fire!
Sorry. No, please, stop!
Doesn't like fire, does it?
Who are you?
Bloody leech!
What do you want? I mean you no harm. I need help.
Die, you fucking leech!
Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this.
Shut up, beast!
Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's sake?
I'll do the rest of the job.
Just leave me. The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone. I need to find somewhere to hide. It's locked, all right. Let me go! I need to find shelter. I cannot enter. Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I still have rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
That's impossible. Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them. Who goes there? Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No. There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it. Rational thinking only. This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, contains blinding sunlight into a glowing reflection.
I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become. These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
My head's spinning.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
It's locked.
Clever fucking beast!
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Die, vermin!
A strength I never knew I had.
Look at it! Vicious bugger!
This shouldn't be possible. My sinew, every fiber of my being is afire. I feel like a child learning the limits of my body. My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore. My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us. I cannot enter. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable. It's locked, all right. dizziness from the jump. I can control it. I can't believe I'm doing this. What will London have to say to me? I've so many questions unanswered. Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant. Fresh blood. The smell is so strong. Something dire must have come about. Where has everyone gone? At last, a little life. Whoever he may be.
Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom, then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
I'll leave then. Thank you. Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir.
I don't know and I don't care.
I'll leave you to your...
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell.
No, thank you. I'm not...
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long...
Where am I? Where is the...
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. Hello?
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured...
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know?
Do the police have any leads on...
Even before the outbreak.
Tell me more about...
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah.
How long has...
He rented the room a few days ago.
Who is this man?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well...
I need to meet this man.
Just climb the stairs and...
Yes?
No...
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me a laugh.
Poor Jack. He didn't deserve this.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Do you, sir? You might as well come in, whoever you are. Slowly, vampire. Who are you? I mean you no harm, saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. With anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
And who might you be?
Tell me, who are you?
First, tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
You seem the expert. How would that be?
I have my secrets, as you have yours.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may, if you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
Perhaps. This is all new to me. I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we Please, leave me alone. Would you be so kind as to leave the room?
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Evening, sir. Can I...
I have a few questions.
Well...
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants...
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor...
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me...
It's Will. William Bishop.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one...
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure.
Not long ago.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city.
Are they stupid or
Hello,
something?
sir.
And you're still ugly as sin.
I'll leave you to...
Welcome back.
I can't say I have.
Hey, I told you, you were the only...
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William. Why lie to me if you...
I didn't lie.
Who is he?
William. Just...
Is he dead?
Yeah. Like me.
How was he to...
Sicker than usual.
I need to find him.
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he...
Not long ago, this mess would give me a laugh.
This is a slaughterhouse. It's locked, all right. The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. What's this? Some sort of... blood and This man was armed. This corpse has been dried of its blood. There are blood splats on the... Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Nothing here. Let's head back to a warm fire.
Shut that foolish mouth of yours. You ever known McCullum to be wrong about anything?
Right. No time I can remember. But I've only been part of the guard 3 weeks to the day.
All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Billy. If the man says a bloodsucker's dug in here, you've got one job. And that's
but why do they... Best turn around if I were you. Over there! There's one of them Stupid beast! Stupid beast!
see any of these bastards back here again.
That's this nest of them cleaned out.
Sir, step away! Go back home in... Over there!
That's this nest of them cleaned out.
We won't see any of these bastards back here again.
Get them weapons ready! We found one! Over there! One of them vermin! Shit! You'll pay for that!
I cannot enter. Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
more.
Oh, dear God. Not again.
William, please stop.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
William, my arm. I can't feel it.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
William, please, stop. Let me go. I forgive you. The Lord is my shepherd. William was an honourable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by skull?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me. This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
It's locked, all right.
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that. Nah, it's my turn.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the secret of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard!
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital.
Insult me again and I'll put an end to your misery right now.
All right, sorry. I haven't...
Yes, that's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I was...
Name's Clark.
Follow me, Mr. Cox.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Doctor, where have you been?
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the...
Already making the rounds.
Thank you, nurse. What can I...
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second...
Thank you. Nurse...
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital.
I would like to ask a few questions. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he...
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your...
Apologies, I've only just met...
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate...
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far...
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator...
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr...
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed.
That's quite a blunt introduction.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't...
You have a keen eye. I learned...
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better...
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fuck...
Are you really smuggling weapons through...
And why not? I've already been...
But you're not defending yourself.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor.
So what do you do exactly?
I've been an ambulance driver since...
Since you're on the front line?
It's a complete disaster.
It sounds like things...
Yesterday I got attacked by...
You left an infected patient outside...
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather...
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
Good evening, Milk.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Milk. Good evening, nurse.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping...
All members of staff have already read about your new blood...
I see. Well,
You must know, blood transfusions are
How are things?
not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an
invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all...
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could...
Brilliant professionals. Most of them.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about now?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak.
Is there anyone that...
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippins. He should be as...
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the...
I'm not familiar with all this...
Brilliant professionals.
Most...
It would...
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing that.
Goodbye, nurse. Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
I wonder why the Goswicks came here in the first place. You are going to reveal all your secrets.
I cannot enter.
My blood and soul.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh.
What do you mean?
I wasn't...
You remained perfectly nice and polite.
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief.
How do you feel, Mr.
I feel exhausted.
You're in good hands here.
Thank you, sir.
What do you do for a living, Mr.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless.
Are you a priest?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when...
You never came to see her here at Pembrokeshire?
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor.
How did you end up in William Bishop's?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior.
Why did he abduct?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction...
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton.
I'm just a man trying to help his friend.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender?
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand.
People are still in
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left.
Who should I avoid in this part of town?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best.
How did you...
I had...
What is the general situation?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between...
Who leads the gang?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show. With the...
Has the gang been...
Ah, no. I've had this nick...
What do you...
I managed...
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel...
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magic...
Goodbye, miss. Good evening, miss.
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're not...
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My Clement...
You keep calling me mortal.
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know.
And why do you believe you're...
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am.
Please, describe to me how you feel.
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my...
I see.
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neuro...
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal.
I'm assuming you must be...
It's only a cover.
Who are these enemies?
I cannot say for sure. But I...
The staff...
I'm not speaking of...
I see.
Thank you, mortal.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being...
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal?
I'm curious to know who you were before...
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy love.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your
I'll leave you, Mistress. Good evening, sir.
Unless you're here to fix my fate.
I'm Dr. Reed.
You guessed right, Doctor.
How is your stay with us?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches.
Can I ask you precisely why you're...
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't...
Can I do anything?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills.
Who is treating you?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me.
You don't seem worried.
My face hurts so much more.
How close are you to Miss Hawcroft? Are you aware that she...
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside.
So do you let her bite you?
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood.
She could decide to bite less.
And it's another good reason for me to stay here.
You do realize she's...
In her madness, she never refers to my...
Where were you stationed, sir?
I really don't want to talk.
No offense. I was...
You were an officer, weren't you?
Goodbye for...
Fear of disgust on every street corner. A daily routine.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Well, it's a euphemism.
How long have you been in...
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no...
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter.
How is the Pembroke staff?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more...
Why is Milton...
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation.
Why does Milton dislike...
I don't know. Just ask...
How would you describe his situation?
It's serious.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu...
I wish I could believe...
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry.
Goodbye, nurse. It's locked. Good evening, sir.
I don't know if a third opinion is needed.
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm...
Tell me about you.
I'm just a regular guy.
I was more curious about what you were doing.
I'm a carpenter.
Tell me about the doctors.
Strickland and Aykroyd.
What do you mean? Are you satisfied with...
Well...
I won't...
Are you sure you don't want to...
In other circumstances... Is there anything else?
I'm all right.
Goodbye for now.
Sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr.
Reed? Yes, I've been in...
Does my arrival inconvenient?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr.
If you have a problem with me,
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without...
I know we've never met before.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed.
Aren't you too old for such jealousy?
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed.
Since your tenure in this...
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me.
Carelessness? Exactly.
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not...
I don't intend to run any radical experiments.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are...
I don't know what you've heard.
I don't question your skill.
And what exactly is that?
I served in the war, just...
Be careful what you insinuate.
I only want you to admit you used those
knowledge.
It is not a question of initiative.
It seems you have
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as...
We can at least agree on some. I don't... And what?
I said...
Be careful.
I only...
Knowledge.
It is not a...
Thank you for your... Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed. I am the...
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood
What made you choose to be...
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired...
It's always a pleasure.
This epidemic...
I based my technique on my mentor's...
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theory.
As long as you're cautious and methodical.
You're not the first one to warn me.
Please, could you...
I'm a...
What?
This...
What can you tell...
Well, it is...
You seem quite optimistic.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test.
Questions remain about our...
True. Last...
Do you need help with it?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting...
Do you want me to play the errand?
Oh, no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop...
I see. Well, give me... What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern...
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swan...
With the influenza and all that's going on.
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion...
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blind...
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical tech.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him.
What is it you really want? To say...
Fair question.
Tell me, Mr. Fiddick.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real...
But why would he hide such crucial...
Because he is a proud father.
This personal involvement could also appear to be...
I agree.
Do you think keeping his distance was...
All I know is that I'm taking care of human...
Goodbye. It's locked. Good evening. I'm Dr...
No.
Really? What?
I don't want to talk. My throat...
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here.
Yes.
Could you at least tell me your...
Mortimer.
How painful is your...
So painful I'd rather not talk at all.
I'm sure you realize a doctor...
Not really. Yes, maybe.
How painful...
So painful.
I'll let you get some...
I'm so tired. Will this shift never end?
Good evening, madam. Can I help?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer.
What can you tell me about...
Not much to say. Just take care.
May I ask if you have an occupation?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their family.
Are you really that rich?
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest.
What do you think of your reception?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital.
Is there something in particular that's bothering?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you...
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start.
What do you mean? She charged you?
Yes, and I paid without question.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick.
I don't expect compensation.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening.
I'm okay.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here?
My mother just wants the best for me.
Is your mother bothering you?
That's tempting, Doctor.
Pembroke Hospital may look...
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed.
I have to go now.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
What can I do?
What kind?
Well, you accept...
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening.
Goodbye, nurse. Good evening.
I need blood.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why?
I'm not sure, Doctor.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he...
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else?
I'll leave you.
Here again. I have wasted too much energy for so little result.
What can I do?
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate. It's locked, all right. It's locked. Good evening.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir.
A colleague? Are you a doctor, too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be...
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little...
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have...
Why do you have to watch?
Because these poor fellows have no names.
Why close the hospital?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of...
Are you afraid?
Why should I? These bodies...
An interesting point of view. And quite an...
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an
Have we met before?
I don't think so.
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was...
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago.
A pawnbroker?
Yes, sir. All kind of people.
What kind of...
With the quarantine, it's not always easy.
Who comes here to trade?
I'm very cautious, sir.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me.
Do you really believe?
As I said, sir.
Quite depressing.
Yes. But the good news is...
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't...
You're a wise man.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a fool.
Please show me what you have to say.
Of course.
I cannot enter.
Here again.
Good evening.
Evening.
How close are you to where? Aren't she's... Goodbye. It's locked, all right.
Here again.
I wonder what your last thoughts were.
Hello again, Doctor.
Goodbye.
Damn. disgust on every street corner.
I know that Pembroke will prevail and survive.
Good evening, Miss...
I'm okay.
Tell me about yourself.
I don't want to talk, Doc.
Do you need any help? I will see you later. Do you need any help?
I'm afraid
I will see you... I have to go now, sir.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
We always knew the words to calm the children. With you at our side, Dr. Reed, I know that...
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody... So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well. I cannot enter.
Not now. Please come back later.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. The flower's dying. It needs water. Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before at the Rockefeller University.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember.
He was also very confident about your future.
What can you tell me?
Some are really good, and others are...
Tell me more about...
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and...
You really seem to admire her skill.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn...
Any opinion about...
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit...
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish...
What is the Pembroke...
This hospital is not exactly the best to run.
It's not exactly the best.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed.
What is this? It's...
Don't...
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about...
She should not have told you that.
You don't have to blame her for...
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan.
You're a... Nurse... You don't... Goodbye, Doc. Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
I have some good news.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain...
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come...
Maybe you're right. But we support each other.
You do realize you could both get...
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken?
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was...
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you...
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed.
I'm sorry, I don't know what...
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the...
Do you need any medical help?
I'm fine, Doc. Physically.
Goodbye, Milton. It's locked, all right.
What happened? Whoa, I feel giddy. Did I black out? Whoa, I feel giddy.
Good evening.
Good evening, Doctor.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins.
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the...
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. It's locked. William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now. I'm to stay here until my research is complete. I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Hurry up.
Yes, Nurse Crane?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you...
A crisis, you said?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here.
Nurse, this room is off limits, and I'd prefer to keep it that way.
Of course, Doctor.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war,
However do you mean?
if combined correctly, certain household chemicals...
The storeroom. Fat chance. This...
Perhaps I should look there first.
It's the large building...
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital.
Yes, Doctor?
Why then do you all...
At the Pembroke, we're always...
Lack of sleep and the...
London's trench...
Your dedication...
We staff...
Exactly.
It's really the...
Please, could you...
It's the large...
That's all. It's locked. I cannot enter. Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. This key will surely grant me access to the basement. It's locked. Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood. Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner. Multiple abrasions and... The chest was originally a puncture over the left lung. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Tippett has made an egregious error. Skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Are you deaf?
It's one.
Over there! Sorry, sir. No admit. It ain't human! Kill it! Watch it!
This is an impressive knife. There's a name engraved on the metal. Clay. What kind of man puts his name on a knife? I cannot enter.
I said burn it, boys! Filthy piece of shit! That's what you do with lynches.